obviously we are not in the lawn today. It is going to be really cold outside. And so I wanted to take a minute and kind of film my process. I'm going to insulate these garage doors. So hopefully we can go from this to this. This is primarily a lawn care channel. So if you are not into lawn care or want to get into lawn care, hopefully you'll stick around. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because here on this channel we do all things cool season lawn. So if you want some tips and learn how to take care of your lawn the same way you take care of your house, then this will be the channel for you. So with that being said, let me bring you guys in, kind of scope out the project and show you guys what we're going to be looking at. So I guess the first thing I want to say is I've never done this before, obviously. And so, you know, I have a pretty good understanding of what needs to be done here. So I have these foam boards, 1-inch foam boards here, that we are going to insulate this garage door. So it has an R value of, I believe, 5 or 6. So it'll help keep the garage a little bit warmer. We've obviously got a window here, we've got a window here, and then we've got a door over here. So the garage should stay pretty warm in the wintertime, but it doesn't. And I think it's because these garage doors are not insulated. And then my bedroom is directly above us. And so at night when it gets cold, obviously the cold permeates through the floor and just keeps our bedroom cold. So we're gonna work on trying to get that taken care of, so we keep happy wife, happy life, right? So what are the tools we're gonna use? Obviously, I mentioned this 1-inch foam board. We're gonna use that. We've got a knife, and we're gonna cut the squares or the panels to go on the door. And then I've got some of this foam insulation here that we're gonna use to kind of seal and just make sure we get a really good seal. But like most people, go to YouTube, try to figure out what I'm doing before we get there. You see these clips that are on here. This was from the bat insulation that used to be on here. And whenever the door goes up, it falls off. It's a nightmare. So I went ahead and pulled that bat insulation off. I've still got these clips. I need to pop them off. But the one thing that I want to note for you guys when you're doing this, every garage door obviously is built completely different. And mine is approximately 9 feet by, I think, 6.5 feet tall. I've got 2 of them, obviously. But the 2 panels are not the same size. So you can see I've got this bar that goes down here in the middle. So when we measure from here to here, matter of fact, let's do that. Let's set the camera up and measure, because I want to show you guys why you don't want to just get your foam board and just start going to town and cutting your squares, because then it's not going to fit. All right, so as I was saying, the reason why you don't want to just start cutting these panels is obviously the top panel already has insulation on it, so we don't have to do this one. So I've just got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels on this door. But on this door, I've got to do 6 plus 2 additional as well. And we're going to cut out the foam just like this, so it'll look really good. But when we come in here and measure this door, that door is 53 inches. So 53 all the way up into this little lip right here. So 53 by 20.5. This one should still be 20.5, which it is. But when we come over here and measure this door, it's 55 inches. So see, had I measured this door and started cutting them all, then I would have put the panel here and it would have had a gap. And so that's kind of what I was talking about. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my time, I'm gonna measure each door, and then we're gonna cut out each panel, and then I'm gonna come in and we'll use the spray foam in here to be able to measure. So thank you so much for checking out the video. Let's get to work. So one of the main reasons why I chose the unfaced foam board as opposed to some of the other options was its ability to be able to cut to size. And it's super easy to cut. It's got a great R value, so that cost savings versus the R value is fantastic. And just to give you guys a tip, make sure you use a straight blade. Do not use a serrated edge. It makes a huge mess. And I highly recommend using a T-square to make sure your lines are straight. And when you're installing the board, put the letters facing in so you don't see them. And then when you end up using the spray foam later in the video, make sure you wear gloves, as it is extremely sticky. Let me give you guys a tip. do not use one of these saws. Obviously you can see all the little pieces of mess that it makes. I'm sure you already knew that. So just my advice to you, don't do that. It makes an absolute mess. If you want to use a straight razor like this, and you just draw it right through and it cracks. Again, probably should have known that, but it is what it is. So we have a problem. I don't have enough pieces. So when I measured everything out, I thought I could get at least 3 panels out of each piece of board, but I was only able to get 2. So we don't have to worry about the top because it's already insulated, but we still have 4 total panels to go because I want to do up at the top where the window is. So what DIY project would be complete if you didn't have to go back to the hardware store? So really quick, if you're liking it, consider liking the video. Let's go back to the hardware store. Y'all, so now we are on to the final step. I'll show you. I've got all the panels are on, looking good. So now I have to do this top piece, and as you can see, it kind of jets out a little bit, so I can't lay a piece over and cut out a hole. I guess I could, but I'm not that good. So what I'm going to do is cut some pieces and put it all together, and then I'll just tape the seams together so that it comes all the way around, and it'll look really, really good when I'm done. Let's keep working. All right, that's it. Now I'm going to get some tape so I can tape up these seams right here. Tape all that up so when the door opens, it doesn't fall. But I mean, I can already tell you just by feeling this, it's a huge difference. Huge difference. All right, so the other thing I did is I told you I bought some of this window and door sealer. So what I'm gonna do is very carefully go back in behind here in these seams, all the way up and through here, even down in these cracks, and just get this all sealed up. Then I think we'll be done. We'll call it a day. So that just about does it for the video. I do want to make a note because I know you guys are probably already thinking about it now anyway. So garage doors, they use these tension springs, and that's what actually lifts your door and the added weight. But I want to let you know the weight that I took off is about the same as what I put back on. So I'm not worried about that. But if you do end up insulating your door, you do have to adjust your tension springs. And if you're not comfortable doing that, that is extremely dangerous. I'm not comfortable doing it. I would call a garage door professional to come out and do it. But again, the weight that I took off is about the same weight that I put back on. But wow, what a difference. I can already tell you it feels warmer in here. Obviously I'm hot just from doing the work, but I can already tell you that it made a huge difference. The last thing I got to do is clean up just some overspray, but not a big deal. Super easy project. I think all in all, took me about 4 hours. Had I not had to go back to the hardware store, probably would have taken me half that time. But again, what DIY project doesn't involve going back to the hardware store? And I think I spent probably 200 bucks. Probably could have spent a little bit less had I not had to buy the square and the saw, which actually ended up making it a whole lot worse. So thank you guys so much for checking out the video. This was a lot of fun, a little bit different for me. Normally we're out in the lawn, so a little bit different project. If you have a question about anything that I did, anything you saw, leave me a comment down below. I will respond and answer that as best as I can. My name is Devin. I am the DIY lawn coach, although we're not in the lawn today. You guys take care. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Everybody, hi. What you doing? You want to say hi to the people? Say hi. Say hi. You're a good boy. That's a good boy. Say hi, everybody.